right, ladies and welcome back to another DC Worlds Collide video. This is Mr. Squirrel, as always. Glad to have you here. So, if you notice in the game, they definitely just dropped new artifacts, which you have elite artifacts, which is absolutely overall, I think, phenomenally needed. Um, the dev team was, I think, based in this decision. We have been in dire need of new elite artifacts, and the game has decided, and they have decided to drop an entire series of artifacts, elite artifacts, that are essentially just the same as the blue artifacts or the rare artifacts, but now instead they are elite versions of essentially the rare artifacts. They're essentially these that's right here that you have, but they are now elite versions of them. So they just give more stats. I think this is a great decision on their part. I hope at some point they give us just elite versions of, I'm sorry, yeah, epic versions of these as well. I think it's a good decision. It just creates more artifacts. One of the big problem points this game was having was that it was releasing like four, like it would be giving you four new characters in a season and then one new artifact. Overall, it was creating a lot of problems because we were getting all these new characters and we were having no new artifacts to essentially equip them to. And so I'm really glad they did this decision. It overall makes it a lot easier to gear up your characters, and it gives you more like avenues to have higher stats, because again, when you the difference between, I think one thing I want to highlight is the rares, they give like these bonuses can be really nice. Problem is they don't give that much stats. So here we got a 5-star rare, gives 450 defense, 22,000 HP, and 1800 attack. Right now, when you compare that to a 5-star artifact, which again both are at tier 0, which is why I'm doing this, I can show you the comparative relation between these two things. At 5 stars, this one gives almost 1800 defense, 90,000 HP, and attacks about 7,171. So we're looking at about 4.5 times the stats. I would imagine if we look at the elites, so an elite version is 896, 440,000, 45,000, and then 35. So it's about 2 times the stats that you're getting from the elite overall. I'm going to do one thing real quick before I'm going to pause really fast. So the big point to take note of here is that overall you get way higher stats from these artifacts than you would get from the rare artifacts. So it gives you about double the stats. Overall, it's great. But I'm incredibly happy that they did this. You're getting more stats. So let's talk a little bit about what do these new artifacts do, and then I'm gonna hopefully do a couple summons on them, see if I can get some new artifacts. I've tried pulling a few of them, didn't get that lucky. So we'll see if I can pull a few more later today or in a little bit. Let's talk about what each one does. So let's start with one of the ones that I have. So again, this is just stats, and then they're going to give you increases to like block rate, HP. So the purple one, the Elite Sphere Purple, will give increased healing bonus. So this is great for like healers. This can actually be really good on Swamp Thing. I might actually throw this on my Swamp Thing because I want the healing. He heals so much, and this could just give him more healing. I actually think I'll probably do that. He's my best healer in the game. Currently, I think he is actually the best healer in the game. So this will probably go really well with him. The Elite Sphere Yellow would just gives increased damage amplification, just giving you more damage. It'll go up to 9% increased damage at rank 5, so it's just giving a flat 9% damage bonus. Overall, it's just a generally very applicably good artifact. All right, the Elite Sphere, what is it? Blue gives increased, whereas block amount, this is really nice. Unfortunately, this is actually a lower block amount than the rare one. So if you look at the rare one, it's giving you 12%, and this one is only going to give you 10%. However, this one is also giving you more stats, double the stats. So take note of that. The elite green one is going to give damage reduction. I really like this one. This is a nice just flat 9% damage reduction. Put this on like an Aquaman and you have cracked amounts of damage reduction. You can actually throw this on Mara, and she's sitting at max stacks 64% damage reduction, which is kind of gnarly. With 100% crit damage reduction, she's going to be very, very tanky. I really like this one. So at the start of battle, the wearer's chance of landing a critical hit is increased by 15%. You can actually put this on Kyle, and you pretty much get a flat 100% attack crit rate. as long as you have enough crit going on. So this is overall an amazing artifact to have on your characters. Overall, super great. Love it. This is probably one of my favorite ones of the ones that they've released. And then finally, they have the increased wearer's attack boost by 5%, goes up to 10%. I'm actually going to probably put this on Green Lantern just because she just wants lots and lots of attack. So overall, as you can see, there's a lot of really good artifacts. I do think these are overall just very general applicable. They go to everybody. I really like them, and I think everyone should probably try to summon for them if you can. You're looking good if you've got these things. So I would definitely recommend people to summon for these. Okay. I'm gonna do now, so that now that you know what they've dropped, and then also the other thing I do want to highlight, while we're here, before I'm gonna just make this like a general news update. The new reinforcement did drop. I think this thing is absolutely cracked. So just to have heads up, this is the Avatar of Rot. What it's gonna do is inflict 4 stacks of poison on all enemies, and its attack is based on your highest attack ally. As you rank it up, it'll start doing it'll inflict 2 stacks of decreased healing. Decreased healing is a very problematic debuff. Then the Avatar of Rot will now trigger damage all. So it will actually trigger all of the poisons. This is essentially Doctor Poison. So what this means is you don't want to apply this thing right from the get-go. You actually want to apply this thing as the game goes on. So you want to let poison build up. Like I'd have this as like your second or third application, because then at the last set is Avatar of Rot now heals all allies on for an equal portion of the double the amount of triggered poison damage. So long story short, you want to use this thing last, or not last, but I'm probably gonna even put this as like third, and then just let it just heal up my team. I don't know how much the healing is gonna be though, so we'll see. Overall, Avatar of Rot is really good. Let's take a look at the news too. What did they say? This is all for patch 14.1. That's where the elite sphere artifacts have been added. Power Rings Ultimate constructs now will be placed in the front row of Evil Falls. That's a really nice change. That makes it easier to do these things. Makes it easier to proc all of this stuff. And overall, I think it's just a nice change. Good for defeating him. They've also increased the value of elite and higher equipment to boost overall equipment enhance points by 20%. Okay, nice. So that means it's just you're going to get more rank points from using the beating in older, like lower tier artifacts equipment. Slightly reduce equipment enhancement points by 10% earned from idle rewards, Elseworld dispatch missions. Okay, slightly reduce equipment enhancement points. So we're getting less? Is this because of the change that they've made right here? Okay. They nerfed it. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think that needed to be nerfed. Okay, but I guess the point is you're going to get more equipment, but do we get increased rates? I don't know. Green Lantern John now has the correct counterattack rate when he is attacked outside of the sniper stance. This update should prevent endless counterattack sequences from players who are experiencing John versus John matchups. Okay, that's nice. Green Lantern Jessica has had an update to her ultimate to ensure she applies the shield and then does her enhanced basic attack before starting another shield. This is a very annoying bug that was happening, and it would result in you like she'd just be proccing her shields like a ton of times, and then she'd do her ult. Chester's team synergy now correctly states applies to any back row, not DPS. Could re-enable league automatically assigns a new leader. Okay, added Catwoman earrings just okay. Fix an issue where tutorial introducing the arena feature would force a player to submit defense. Okay, fix an issue with Blue Beetle's advanced. Great. Fix an issue with Intel. Fix an issue with Superboy's heat vision was described. Okay, that's just text. Fix an issue with Cyborg's blade assault description and trials 0 turn. Okay, these are just, they're fixing. Oh, wait. Fix the issue where Owlman's henchman damage was not being reduced by 50%. Okay, that's good. That makes it easier to beat Owlman. Fix an issue with when facing Power Ring of Evil Falls, where damage from advanced skills was also being reduced instead of just basic skills. Oh, that's a nice one. And then fix issues where ultimate attack damage from characters with single target burst tag was not being increased correctly. Oh, interesting. This might be a buff for Kyle. So we'll see. And then the last thing I want to do in this video is I am going to run just a quick couple artifact summons. I have 24. We might do more than that. I'm going to do, we'll go up to 30. I want to just do up to the, till I get to the 40 marker there. Ooh, I thought I was going to get an epic one. Yeah, any new ones? I just want the new ones. Oh, old ones. All right, well, that's the ones I pulled. Come on, come on. Give me something good. Give me something good. Give me something good. Oh. No new ones. Okay, we can do diamond purchases. I think I only need. There we go. Okay, great. Let's see if I get anything at the end of the video. Come on. Come on. New one. New one. New one. Did I seriously not get any new ones? All right, we're going to do. Come on. Let's get a 10. All right, we'll do a 10. We'll do a 10er. One more 10er. Come on. Just give me a new artifact. That's all I want. Or an epic. Nope, never mind. New one. Ooh, whoa. I needed those. I'll take that. Hello. I mean, I've got enough of these. I've got 20 of these, so I could probably use these on the artifacts. Again, well, it is what it is. Didn't pull any of the new artifacts in this video. We'll do some more summons tomorrow during stream. Or later today in stream when you see the video. Overall, I am glad that they made this change. It is a wonderful change. And I would encourage people to use their artifact summons now. There is a ton of artifacts that everybody can pick up. I think this is just overall really good for players, and it helps just the overall health of the game, makes it easier for your characters to be doing stuff they need to be doing. All right, folks, hope this video helps, and as always, remember, failing is just your first step to learning.